Yo, what's good, Aquarians? Welcome or welcome back to Don Juan Spiritual Guidance. Thank you all for your love and support here. It is truly, truly appreciated. We have a love message for you, okay? Please remember to take what resonates, leave the rest behind. This is a collective reading, so not every message may resonate for you, if at all, okay? So definitely feel free to check your other placements because they can resonate more than your sun sign does, all right? Okay, and please know that any, reading that you see here from Don Juan Spiritual Guidance, unless specified otherwise, any short, real, or long video like this, okay, know that everybody's in different seasons, okay? I don't care if you guys all have the same sun sign. Everybody does not have the same path, journey, prophecy to get, especially to get there. So I don't care if this video came out a day ago, weeks ago, you're seeing it years from now. When God feels like you are ready to hear a certain message or to be receptive of it or be the messenger for someone else in his name, God will lead you to the video, okay? This is why my videos really don't say specific, oh, this week to this week, because it's a message. You don't put a time stamp on a message, okay? Because whenever it's meant to be received is when it's meant to be received, and everybody may not have the same time frame to be receptive of a message for one reason or another, okay? So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, Holy Spirit. What's the guidance for Aquarius? All right, boundaries. I'm over here like again. Go check out the Leo. Yep, go check out Leo reading because they got boundaries in their reading too, okay? Oh, joy. And go check out Taurus video. I believe Taurus got joy that came out in theirs too, okay? You can have some extra messages in those readings, okay? That can help you piece some things together for you. But you don't have to look at it if you don't want to, okay? Free will. So it says boundaries offer clarity instead of conflict. And joy given is as richly felt as joy is received. So some of you guys may need to practice establishing boundaries so that you can feel happy. Because people who consistently and knowingly disrespect your boundaries, they are not in alignment with you. And hopefully you guys are not, doing that to people. However, God is going to have everybody from different spectrums look at this video. So it's giving somebody was having a hard time having joy because they had a lot of people in their circle who were disrespecting their boundaries. But also at the same time, people continue to do what you allow. So if a person feels like you're not cutting them off and you're still allowing them, right, instead of them respecting you on their own like they're supposed to do, right? Morality, they continue to disrespect you, or this is what you were doing, and it was like keeping you from experiencing joy, or them experiencing some sort of genuine joy, or maybe you were giving joy and some other energy was giving a lot of hate, quote unquote, right, or strong disliking. So flip the energy as you see fit here, and establishing boundaries. Some of you guys are being encouraged to start establishing boundaries, and not just establish boundaries, enforce them. Okay, and take heed when people are consistently disrespecting your boundaries. You have to let people know what your boundaries are, okay? Because everybody is different. People have different friends and family who might be okay with them doing certain things that you may not be okay with. And what you may allow for people to do in your life, other people may not be okay with. And that's okay because everybody's different strokes for different folks. But the thing is that you have to tell somebody what your boundaries are so that they know how to operate with you, okay, and things of that nature, so that they know, okay, I can do this over here with these people because they're okay, but I can't do this over here because they're not okay with that, or this triggers their PTSD, or whatever the case may be, right? But you have to speak up and say that. Now, once you speak up and say what your boundaries are, and this person or people continuously, knowingly, like you don't see no effort, you don't hear no apologies. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot this triggered your PTSD, I'm sorry, let me work better on it. You know, things of that nature. You don't see them putting forth any effort to better themselves when it comes to you, or vice versa. You know, you, them. Cut it, cut it, cut it. Because if you don't, and the person gonna feel like, oh, okay, they don't care. Shoot, they let me go over their boundaries lots of times, and they still, you know, are my friend, or they still are my significant other. You know, they don't care. But you do, though. But you feel hurt, though. You know, which is taking your joy away, right? You barely feel happy with the person or people, you know, things of that nature. Or they barely feel happy with you because you don't know how to respect boundaries, you know. Now, if a person can't respect your boundaries, then they don't respect you. And then you have to ask yourself, if a person that doesn't respect my boundaries, do they deserve my time? Do they deserve my effort? Do they deserve my energy? Do they deserve me? Hell no. Okay. Now, if you guys would like to book a personal reading, okay, feel free to do so via the website link that is linked in the description box. All right. That is the only way to book a reading from me, through that website, okay? Please know that Don Juan Spiritual Guidance will never reach out to you directly to ask you for money or anything of that sort, okay? And if that does happen, that is a fake page. Please report, delete, block, you know, whatever you got to do, okay? And things of that nature. Because there are people that, you know, whenever you see this, at this point in time, and hopefully this does get better, we are going through a recession / inflation. So times is really hard for people right now, understandably so. However, you know, everybody isn't, you know, people feel like they're doing what they really got to do, and that they feel like that requires stealing, you know. You know, it's definitely, people are definitely in despair. And understandable. My hearts will always go out. Also at the same time, you know, steal from somebody else, you know, now they're without, or, you know, whatever the case may be. It's like, you know, you was only thinking about yourself. And I mean, hey, and that's, some of you guys feel like you felt like you was getting used. Your joy is getting taken away because you felt like, hey, does this person or people care about how I feel? Or this is how somebody was questioning you and your moves, you know. Flip the energies as you see fit. We have forming structure, solid foundation, closed off, guarded resistance. Okay, so some of you guys could be closed off, very guarded because of all the hurt that transpired, okay, or is transpiring for you. All right. You know, and this is what also could have been needed or is needed, you know, because remember, this could be past, present, and or future information for you. I do not control the storyline, nor do I control the message that comes, the message or the cards that come out. The Holy Spirit does. Okay. So the Holy Spirit is saying, you know, this needed more of a firm foundation. You know, what was this connection built off of? Was this connection built off of lies, unloyalty, unfaithfulness, non-commitment, you know, unreliable, non-dependable, you know, things of that nature, inconsistencies, conditioned love and not conditional, mistaking lust for love, you know, like what was this connection or connections built off of? And please remember, you know, this is a safe and sacred space. We welcome all love here at Don Juan Spiritual Guidance because God does not discriminate against love. So we welcome all monogamy, poly, LGBTQIA+. Okay. And if you do not like it, you can take your gift of free will and go somewhere else. You do not have to be here. All right. Okay. You could fuck off. So let's see what's going on. Some of you guys might be having a conversation soon. For for some of you. Like a real innocent, childlike, I'm hearing conversation. Okay. Maybe that's something that may have been needed in the first place for some of you. All right, what happened here? What's going on? King of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Cups. So you were dealing with somebody, or unless this was you, flip the energies as you see fit, who was, it's like they were mature, know better and didn't do better. So this was you. This was an energy that, you know, like, it's like they could have made a better decision, but knowingly chose not to. Okay, knowingly chose to be cold, knowingly chose to be spiteful, knowingly chose to be vengeful, knowingly chose to do what they wanted to do despite how you felt. Or this was you. Flip the energies as you see fit. Okay, yeah, it's like doing whatever they need to do, or you doing whatever you needed to do in order for you to have whatever you wanted, or or they can have whatever they want. But the fucked up part about it is that somebody was willing to do anything, whatever it takes, okay, to make something happen here. But it's like somebody was ready to be the shallowest of the shallow, the spiteful of the spiteful, the vengeful of the vengeful, okay, just to sit here, lie, cheat, steal, skeet, whatever the fuck. Okay, but somebody else was doing other things to get here, more so in a divine way. Okay, where they weren't stealing, weren't stooping low, weren't being shallow, not perfect. They weren't being shallow. Okay, so flip the energies as you see fit. Take accountability where you see fit. But something's crumbling down. Something's about to crumble down. A person about to crumble down. Something that was built off false ground, a false foundation, is about to be crumbling down. For some of your connections here, it's about to be crumbling down because it wasn't built on a true foundation, or it wasn't built on a foundation that God can dwell in. Okay, so check your foundations. What was it built off of? Yeah, so somebody had to cut this loose, and it felt like they had to be guarded for a lot of you. Okay, somebody was given to another situation here. You check out the Taurus reading. That one had the cheating in it. Okay, somebody stepped out, whether this was you or whoever you were dealing with. Okay, yeah, strength card, because somebody was being a coward, was allowing, somebody was allowing their urges to get the best of them. But keyword here is allowing. So again, knowing better and not doing better. Knowing you need to say no, but choosing to say yes. Or vice versa, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Oh, and you knew this. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, because the high priestess also represent a mistress and a mister too. Yeah. And I don't want to tell you this, or you don't want to tell them this. Y'all, look, I can't make this up. Knight of Wands in reverse. And this is my tried and true player card. Tried and true in every reading, in any reading. You feel like you're getting played at work, they're going to give you Knight of Wands in reverse. You feel like you're getting played in your connection, you're going to give me the Knight of Wands in reverse. You feel like you're getting played in your family dynamic with your parents or siblings, somebody lying to you, or playing games with you, they're going to give me the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm telling you, tried and motherfucking true. Somebody was playing with you, or you was playing with them. Flip the energies as you see fit. Take accountability where you see fit. Okay? Yeah. I wasn't trying to bring you no clarity, no truth, no justice. Or this was you. Put yourself inside a story that you see fit. Oh, it was being cold and mean. Nurturing. I'm hearing just being a Grinch. Y'all remember the movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas? with Cindy Lou Who. Yeah, that motherfucker. So you was bad. I was dealing with a Grinch energy. Or you was the Grinch energy. Okay? Flip the energy as you see fit. The Grinch energy, Scrooge energy. None of those energies was good. Okay? But what do those energies have in common? They both had to go through a series of unfortunate events. And they had to be taken through like this process and so on and so forth in order for their heart postures to be worked on, right? For them to go towards some form of forgiveness for some shit that happened throughout their life, right? And of course that did not condone them doing whatever they were, the hateful and spiteful things that they were doing. Because that's what triggered like their downfalls. Like they kept bleeding. Like they just kept doing a lot of hurt, hateful things because they were hurt. Like when you peel back all the layers, when you look at the Grinch and you look at the Scrooge, like those movies, when you peel back all the layers, and again, this is not condone what they were doing and why they were doing. They were really hurt. Like they had gone through a lot of trauma. Like when you think about it, when you get down to the heart of it, they have put all these layers together so they could protect their heart because they didn't know what else to do. Like it's really like a babyish, really sad thing. But that still doesn't condone. It's giving hurt people. And again, still does not condone. Okay? But somebody's not telling you this. Or you're not telling them this. Whatever side of the story you're on here. Oh, it's giving sad. But whoever had to endure this, though. My gosh. This unhealed wounds. Because now whatever energy endured that is now closed off, guarded, and resistant. And somebody over here wondering why. Like, yeah, Eight of Wands in reverse. Somebody's not communicating this. Somebody's not communicating like how they truly feel. Well, for a lot of you guys, you're in separation right now. But it's like they're not communicating wanting success with you. They want to be with you, or you want to be with them, and you're not communicating this, okay? It's like they're afraid of your rejection, or you're afraid of their rejection, okay? Now, at a point in time, they could have felt like this wasn't the right time, or this is you, feeling that way, feeling like things, may not have been able to be healed, okay, or reconcilable. All right. Somebody feels like you don't want to talk to them, don't want to be bothered. I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah. Because of the seven of swords here in reverse, because of all the truth that came out, all the lies that came out, everything that was done in the dark. Whose reading was that? It was either Taurus or Virgo's reading that was talking about, the things that were being done in the dark coming to light now. Somebody had the moon card in reverse in one of those readings, and it was talking about the things that were being done in the dark coming to light. But the thing is that why was there anything being done in the dark to come to the light, right? Because I remember saying this was no surprise party. If anybody's keeping any secret, it better be because of a good reason, a surprise party or something. Other than that, so somebody also could have, now, who got that? I felt like it was Capricorn. It was Capricorn or Taurus. So go check out one of them. They ended up getting the spell work card. So somebody could put a hex, a spell, did some root work, okay? Negative intentions, right? Who power source is negative, okay? To break this union up. Oh. Oh, who's hating on the union? Y'all, listen, somebody was jealous. Y'all, because not only did you have, and not saying that this is right, because so not only did you have to deal with your partner's unhealed wounds, or not only did they have to deal with yours, and mind you, nobody has to deal with anything. You accept what you, listen, a person only continue to do what you allow, okay, and vice versa. So, minus that, it's like, not only did you put up with your partner's nonsense, you put up with whoever was jealous of you and them being together too. Whether you knew it or not. Whether they told you or not. But see, that's the thing too. There shouldn't have been anything to tell. Because nothing should have been being done in the dark to come to the light. Somebody put their connection at risk because they wanted to do what they wanted to do. Whether this was you or whoever you were dealing with here. Okay? So somebody, yeah, listen, and mind you, this is the Empress energy. So your major arcanas here are the Empress here and the High Priestess. And I said this, I said the last thing a person ever wants to do is try to fuck over a spiritual person. Because they're going to find out. I mean, like, y'all, yeah, y'all got to go check out the Leo reading. Because their reading was like, come on, did you think at all? Like, did you use your brain at all? Or do you need to go, go down the yellow brick road to go find one? Like, what is it? Like, did you think? Did you do that at all? Well, yes, but the problem was that they thought with their private parts and not with their actual brain, if they had one. Okay, whether this was you or whoever you dealing with. So go check out Leo reading, okay? Because then, listen, it was either the Leo reading or the Virgo reading. Go check out. I'll say go check out all of them because, to be honest, really, and this really didn't occur to me until Amethyst Rose said that. Y'all go check out her channel too. Her channel called Amethyst Rose. Okay. She a good one too. The Holy Spirit speak through her too. She another trusted vessel. Okay. Amethyst Rose the Mystic. When I do these readings, it's it's like usually a big huge reading broken down into the zodiac signs. Okay, it's just that whatever more of the scenario is planned for that particular zodiac sign, that zodiac sign is going to have it. Okay, or the energy or whatever energy that's going on, a particular zodiac sign is going to have that reading. Okay, because that's the energy that particular section, whatever the case may be, is under. All right, so take it how it resonates. Leave what does not. Okay. Well, baby, somebody's shaking and shambles over here. Shake, rattle, and rolling. Because, baby, see, this came to light. For a lot of you, it's coming. Okay. And, yeah, like I was saying, when you fuck over a spiritual person with a strong intuition and they in tune with their gifts, and you don't think the ancestors or God or the angels, you don't think they gonna tell them what the fuck you doing? You don't think they gonna tell? Hey, you think they gonna sit there and let their baby get fucked over? Like, you don't think that your ancestors, you don't think that the angels, God gonna say, hey, that person you with, they cheating on you. Hey, the person you with, they kissed somebody. Hey, the person you with, they went and had sex with somebody. Hey, you don't think God is not going to give somebody a prophetic dream or a vision? You don't think you going to get told on by unseen forces? And see, again, that was the problem. Somebody didn't think or didn't believe in the unseen. Well, baby, look, if they ain't know, they found the fuck out or about to. Oh, they real? Child. Yeah, really been. Listen. Yeah. Yeah, rather than that lustful ass connection you done went and tricked yourself and got into. Like, I was gonna say something else. Well, I'm just, you know, because how the fuck you fall for this? This 5 of swords energy. But also at the same time, you know, I'm hearing that was this what this person gets, or this is what you get for the shit that whoever was doing. Because again, somebody knew better, didn't do better. This is a king, baby. But this is the king in reverse. Okay? Grown person. Knowing better and not doing better. And mind you, God don't expect us to know everything. There's infinite knowledge. So if anybody is presenting as a know-it-all, you are dumb as hell. Okay? Because there's infinite knowledge. How dare you think that you know it all? You can be a genius, and that's fine. But even a genius know that there's infinite knowledge. So how genius are you? Being vulnerable is difficult. I know that I need to heal. So, you know, you or this person flip the energies as you see fit, depending upon what side of the story you are on. Okay, take accountability and responsibility. You can only take accountability for the parts that you played only. All right. So, you know, and of course, this is not an excuse. However, this person or you is saying that being vulnerable is difficult. And I was saying this in another reading because this came up too, where, you know, the society can make you feel like crying. Oh, you're weak if you cry, or you're weak if you express yourself. And that is the exact opposite, honey. And I don't even really like using the word weak like that. I'll use it in specific things. But no, honey, actually, if you cry, that is one of the strongest things you can do. It is a form of release, and it's better than suppressing. Okay. You venting, but not just venting to anybody, because everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. And that's also what could have happened here too. You know, somebody could have also been getting the wrong guidance, bad advice. Okay. And that's the thing too. No matter what guidance you get, even from here, you're still responsible for making your own decisions. Okay, what can I pull from this that I feel like it resonates from? And how do I want to handle this in a way that is healthy and positive for me? Is this in alignment with me? And okay, take it back to God if you feel like you need to, you know, to get some clarity or some more guidance or whatever the case may be. Get a personal reading if you feel like you need to, and not just from any spiritual practitioner, a trusted vessel. Everybody doesn't have God as their power source behind this. Sometimes some spiritual practitioners work for the devil doing this, okay? You have spiritual practitioners that, you know, so make sure you know your vessel. Okay, so, you know, it's like this person or people here were taught wrong. And that is very sad. Well, this person or you is grown. So go heal. And you don't have to do that alone. You have mentoring, life coaching, counseling. Pick. Rejection is challenging for me. Yeah. And being vulnerable and speaking up about this, okay? Because you could have rejected something, quote unquote, or they could have rejected something depending upon what side of the story you're on or they're on, you know, and somebody didn't take that too well. And it's not to say that you have to be happy about being rejected, you know, like nobody's saying that, but you didn't have to go out here being a tyrant and hurt people either. You know, it's how things were being handled. We need to provide a safe and sacred space for each other. Yeah, so it's like, you know, how can anybody feel comfortable being vulnerable and they getting shouted at? How can anybody feel comfortable being vulnerable and they being called out their name, okay? Or they're being punched because somebody don't know how to handle their emotions, right? Or they're being and that was just abuse, you know, and things of that nature. Or somebody's being sexually violated, or somebody's, you know, being constantly belittled, okay? Constantly, you know, being emotionally abused. Like, that ain't safe. Bro, don't nobody want to open up in that energy. Like, who the fuck are you? Okay? Like, bro, go on somewhere. Okay? And just to let you guys know, this is called What They Got to Say. All right? This is a 70 card oracle deck, and it is now available for pre-order only. Okay, a batch will start going into production for printing towards the end of August. Okay, that will be the first batch. So if you want to be in the first batch, go ahead and place your order. Okay, the link for What They Got to Say oracle deck, created by Don Juan Spiritual Guidance, all right, will be in the description box. Okay, and for those that like to use PayPal, so when you get to the checkout, you do have the option to click on PayPal, and I believe PayPal also has the pay later option for those that would like to pay in increments. Okay, so you can feel free to check that out if you want to. All right. And, you know, this deck is definitely perfect for personal use. If you want to just use it for yourself, or if you want to do personal readings for people, or collective readings such as this, okay? Because this is all about soulmate, twin flame, and karmic connections, okay? So if you felt, because, you know, soulmates is more than just romantic connections. You know, sometimes your parents can be your soulmate, your child can be your soulmate, your siblings, your friends can be your soulmate, right? Or a karmic to you. You know, they're teaching you a lesson, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. And you can use this deck to help figure out, okay, what they doing behind my back, or, you know, or they can use this on you, you know, flip the energies as you see fit. But just know that despite anything, you're still responsible for making your own decisions, okay? So if you want to place your order so that when this deck goes into production for people who place their order, you can be in with the first batch, okay? All right, so let's continue. Okay, I'm gaslighting you. Don't let me trick you, okay? Listen. I didn't use my discernment when the time came. No wonder, okay? Because this, again, this is that King of Wands in reverse energy. Knowing better and not doing better, okay? Knowing better and not doing better. Meaning, I could have used my discernment and I didn't. And I gaslit you. Whether this was you or whoever you were dealing with, okay? It's like, let's just call a spade a spade at this point. Look, I feel embarrassed and shameful of my actions, choices, and or past. Okay? So, look at this. So, a lot of you guys are dealing with your twin flame. I'm trying to figure out who got that reading. Y'all, go check out Leo reading. Leo got the twin flame card too in the other deck. They got the twin, so there's a twin flame in the yin yang oracle deck. So the twin flame popped out in this deck, that deck, and for this reading, here you go. So for a lot of you guys, your twin flame feels embarrassed. Or you do, depending on what side of the story you're on. Because again, they knew better. And they fucked around and fucked over their divine partner or partners. Like, I would feel embarrassed too. And now I'm over here. I got to try to see if I can repair a bridge and see if I can get back into their good graces, because this is the person that God has for me. Like, and I treated them as if they were spit or a pile of shit. Child. The audacity. The audacity. Y'all got some extra messages, okay? All right, so twin flame came out. Listen, okay? I know that my actions need to match my words consistently. I can't be trusted at this time. I need to heal. And let's look. I cheated on you or broke a promise. Y'all, let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, okay. Cheated. Okay, I cheated on you or broke a promise. So for some of you guys, you did the cheating or they did the cheating. For others of you guys, you know, that was dealing with a platonic situation with a friend, a best friend, or whatever the case may be, or a family member, and they made a promise to you, or they broke it. Or if this was you, you broke the promise, okay? So, you know, and how you guys may want to rectify that. If you want to rectify that, that's going to be up to you. But if you do decide to rectify that, remember what the Holy Spirit was saying. The reason why this fell again was because this was not built on solid ground. So this friendship, this family dynamic, this romantic partnership, whatever you're dealing with here, it was built on a false foundation. So therefore, if you're going to choose to rebuild this connection, because the Leo reading also had the twin flame, and it was also talking about a reunion for some, not all. Okay, so if you do decide to make that decision, because you make your own decisions, then that means don't do what you did before. If you did not heed to the red flags, this time heed to the red flags. If you did not have loyalty, you need loyalty. If you did not have commitment, you need commitment. If you did not have boundaries, you need boundaries. And you need to enforce them, not just here and there, 24/7. And they need to be respected, not just when they want something, consistently. If there was inconsistency, there needs to be consistency. If there was conditioned love with the devil in your connection, there needs to be unconditional love with God in the center of your connection. Okay? If there was dishonesty, there needs to be honesty. If there was miscommunication, misunderstandings, there needs to be effective communication and clarity. Okay? You know, what are your connections built off of? If you guys didn't protect your connection, you didn't value it, you didn't consider it sacred, you better this time, because there may not be a next time. And that's if some of you guys get another chance with this energy again. Whoever's on side of the story, okay? So that was your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it was some sort of guidance for you thus far. Thank you for your love and support here on this channel. It is truly, truly appreciated. And remember, you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.